Bonsoir tout le monde. Welcome back to Tom Plays EU4 for absolute beginners. We are back with France, and having just fought in Europe and Siberia, I was thinking let's do Brazil down there, which unfortunately looks like it's already being attacked. That's fine. And I was wondering about India, because we have on our mission tree something somewhere about it. No, that's East Indies. Okay, I thought he had... Oh no, that's right, that is India, yep. Okay, hold that thought. Yep, don't care about that. Sorry, the peasants, right, okay. Well, that's not really our problem. And it's only peasants, so it's not going to cause any problems if we win. So, back to India. Grief. Fine, we'll excuse him. No regret this. So, Vijayanagar, we have one claim on. They are the obvious people to attack for Indian land. What about this country here? Nothing much there, and people will join in. Okay, we do have a claim here as well. Might be safer, I suppose. Okay, they're attacking Brazil without us. And okay, marvellous. Catholic rebels, more Sardinian noble rebels, and Manilian noble rebels. Right, so the only ones we actually care about. Well, the other ones are technically our responsibility. With the ones in Man, although actually they are Scotland as well. So we could just leave them to Scotland anyway. Looks like I'm actually going to have to pause this now in order to actually think. Right, so how big are these allies? See, Malwa. Golconda's quite small. Garjat is quite small. Do we have any claims on any of these? See, we really don't, and I kind of feel like maybe we should have before we start fighting. Would be nice to actually gain something for our efforts. So how about if we just start a few spy networks in that area. Okay. So what else was I going to have a look? That's something. Good grief, guys. Okay. Alright, we're undoubtedly going to help them, so fine. I was just going to check. We are actually up to our limit of alliances, that's fine. Right, we're officially at war now anyway. But there's not much point attacking Brazil now, or is there? Oh, maybe there is. Only we can't, of course. That's my fault. Too many spy networks. Right. I think realistically we do kind of need to. So let's give you a leader. Let's keep this going. We're going to have to get our diplomat back. So it might be worth making war if there is still any land unconquered, but I don't think there is. The Palatinate can get lost. We really need an army up there. Yeah, they're already moving across, so we're going to have no real chance to do anything down there. For a while at least. Okay, right. So if we're not planning to do any attacking in Europe for a bit, how about if we grab an army and head down to Africa? Okay. Humanist ideas. Fair enough. Okay, defense in depth. Nothing else. We can update our army a little. We might take that humanist idea. I could use the lower unrest. These guys are taking our land frustratingly quickly. Let's head there. We can suffer or we can reverse our policy. Focus on quality. 52,000 manpower. I think I'll take the prestige hit, thanks. That's like nearly all of our manpower pool. I'd rather not. Okay, fair enough. So, not the most auspicious start ever. Brazil's already being stomped on. I'll happily start on it ourselves. First chance we get. Zimbabwe's attacked them again. I'm guessing these guys must be truce breaking in order to attack again so fast. So I guess once again we're going to wait and see if there's any land left. If it is, we will have a claim on it so we can attack immediately, along with whoever else we may be fighting. If nothing else, this has kind of cemented the idea that we do need a decent African army, which could fit in quite well with our need to relocate our colonial armies. Forget this, I'm going to go straight for the castle. I suppose if nothing else, this Ottoman attack has given us a chance to finish coring our provinces. It does mean we're at war without any particular advantage to us though, which is annoying. Hoping we have enough of a technology advantage to win this. Yeah, looks like we're fine. Also having to actually that's not next to the castle either, is it? So we are going to have to retake these lands manually. Okay, well let's leave that going for a bit. Looks like we're ready to make some claims on Great Britain again. So I was kind of thinking, I would like York, but I was kind of thinking we should actually bridge into Ireland rather than necessarily going into Wales. Okay, nobility wants strengthened fortifications. That's interesting. 1 manpower. Gain some money, we're not exactly short of money. And that's a 1 base taxed. I think the fortification one sounds interesting. Wallace, right. Why does that ring a bell? Right, let's press the F key. I'm not convinced I have any idea where that is. There it is, great. So we didn't already, or did we already have a castle there? No, we didn't. Okay. Well, they think it's important. Who am I to argue? Might come in handy for fighting the Holy Roman Empire. And it's not like we can't afford it. Okay. See if we can engage with this army. France Antarctique. Okay, let's just check if we've already done that. Antarctic 14%, we have not, so we are going to tax some sugar. So if possible, we actually want to catch up with this army, wherever they're going. And then we can start retaking land. Looks like they may have run themselves into a corner. Since I don't think... yeah, we can't traverse Namibia. Okay, brilliant. So, consolidating our claims up here. Lost some other claims. It's fine, I can live with that. Also, totally happy to spend quite a bit of money. Oh, good grief. Potential claim on Bohemia. Right, okay. Keep moving on these because we are slowly running out of time. So if we just claim the province that's closest to us there, not necessarily looking to claim tons of land here, I'm just thinking if we can just get the odd extra bit in each case. We're going to have to fight a war against people, we may as well get some kind of benefit from winning. How are we doing? Provence has landed. Antilles is taking part in the war. As is Sardinia. Excellent. Well, hopefully the Ottomans will be happy. Spain apparently has decided we're a rival again. So I guess as soon as the war's over we'll rival them again so we can eclipse them again. I think gives us a prestige bonus. And I'm kind of wishing it gave us a legitimacy bonus. But not to worry. I'm assuming the Brazilian war down here is going well. Looks good. And these wars are still ongoing. Okay, I don't think we have any more colonies we can claim up here. Unless there's something up there, but I don't think there is. I think it's just wasteland, effectively. So we are going to need to get our ships up here. which they already are. Fair enough. Okay, cool. We may as well load all 3 armies onto one ship. Now we can work out if we want to do anything down here once we've got ships back. But in any case, we should be able to split these guys really. Well, there is a castle. I imagine we'll know when the Brazilian War's over anyway, because we'll suddenly have a claim on another country. Assuming they take one of the provinces we have claims on. Joys of the end game, we're getting to the point where we're big enough that things are a little unmanageable. But we must persevere. Okay, we've freed up those lands, which is good. Let's get these lands freed up. And the Ottomans have made peace, but not full peace. We have gained absolutely nothing from that. To be fair, I don't think the Ottomans gained anything from our last war either. Hopefully this will be over with soon. Should be a stable government. That's fine, our prestige isn't at 100 or anything. We do need to take lands from this area. In theory, we could open a colony here actually. It's just whether we'll be able to defend it once we move this army out. And there we go, the war's over. That is good. So, move this army back. Well, I suppose we should have some good ally points, if nothing else. So do we have any claims on them? We do not. So let us start to make some, because that will give us access to 3 colonizable provinces. And in the base game with no DLC, our colonists will literally be just sitting around doing nothing once we've run out of places to colonise. Guessing the wars... oh no, apparently not. So there are actually a huge number of colonies we could do here, but in order to gain access to them, we have to attack some of these nations. So it is a potential option, even though we probably don't really have time to achieve it. But if we could get access to those lands, we could get quite a lot of effectively free land, because our colonists have literally nothing else to do now. And no one else seems inclined to colonise them. So we just eclipsed Austria. So we need to revoke the embargo. Maybe see if there's anyone else we should be rivaling. Oh yeah, we're going to rival Spain actually, weren't we? As soon as the war was over, let's do that. And we could rival Siam. Not sure I see much point. But then, is Austria ever going to rise again? I think the Commonwealth may have taken a chunk out of them. So maybe Siam just makes sense. It should give us extra prestige and such like for having rivals, extra power projection as well. See, we've got pluses for having it close to people. Yes, of course. So we should also do embargoes. But we still have a truce with them. We should be able to embargo Siam though. They're getting quite big. Okay. Still can't fabricate a claim. Alright. So who else are we making claims on? That's Great Britain, obviously. Alright, we're doing some Spain. I had not realised. Okay, cool. So, Great Britain. Let's do Ayrshire. Might do York next anyway. I'm trying to decide whether to actually invade Wales or whether to just force them to release it. I should probably just invade. Anyway, Shrewsbury won't be part of it, so maybe I should just do York and Shrewsbury and call it a day. Okay, Spain. Let's pick provinces. Bohemia wants a war against Austria, okay. It's another huge problem. Oh, I wish we'd had time to make some claims on them. Maybe we have some anyway. I suppose we'll find out. Okay, that war's still ongoing. Can we make a claim on Vijayanagar yet? No, we cannot. Okay, how about attacking one of these nations that doesn't involve Vijayanagar? I think we should just go ahead and do one of these, if we can. So, we definitely need another general. We are almost certainly... Well, let's see, but I'm thinking we're probably going to need a mercenary army. Seeing as we've been forced into war anyway, let's just go ahead and do it. See what forces I can come up with, I guess. Okay, so who are we actually fighting? They've attacked Austria. Arden, Pisa, and 3 leagues. Okay, well this might be a good opportunity for our Genoan fleet to shine. Or not? Maybe not actually. They're all landlocked really, aren't they? Oh no, hang on. There's a fleet of some kind. Okay, we may lose this because that actually looks quite big. So we could bring the main fleet down to support. Or even hunt them. That's fun. I'll actually set you up to patrol. So I think it's just that. So we kind of move them somewhere, quickly clicked this patrol button, and they should keep moving back and forth now between the 2 locations. Yeah, still a bit debatable as to whether we actually need a mercenary army as well. I suppose we will find out. I'll leave our main fleet here, so that when they set off we will hopefully tear them to pieces. And seeing as we're worn out anyway, let's do Brazil as well. And start taking their provinces. 3 wars at once, although one of them isn't ours. So hopefully we won't get too harshly criticised by the other nations for having so many wars. I really must build another castle. We do have 2 now, don't we? I just feel like we need one down here. And these... oh, Terra Austral's trying to help. That's nice. This is taking longer than I would have expected. I suppose we are going a bit slower though, aren't we? Due to the multiple wars. Right, let's go and fight these people. See, because of our humanist ideas and such like, we have a religious unity that's much higher than 100%. We're still converting provinces, but probably wasn't really necessary. We also could be expanding our navy and army enormously, which we really should think about doing, and we just maxed something out. That will be diplomatic power, I think. Okay, so I'm thinking let's put a little work into our port cities in India. To the coastal nations in southern Africa. We'll hopefully get quite a bit of this as time goes on. Okay, that'll do for now. And often I'll put the gains into our capital cities, our bigger cities, because I'm hoping that they will become the birthplaces of institutions, but as industrialisation was actually the final institution, there's actually no need. So in fact, let's go for this castle. Let's focus on the castles to start with. Probably do our own navy around here, really. Not like for transport or anything, just literally to help in the wars a bit. Blockade and things. We may end up with too many admirals if we do that, but as we just maxed out our diplomatic power, I'm not too worried. All things considered, is there a castle here then? I kind of feel like there must be. There is. Fair enough, we'll just keep on at it then. I'm just wondering why we're losing the war with Austria. Well, technically why Bohemia is losing it. But I think everything's fine. Okay, so... yeah, so once again Zimbabwe's grabbed the lion's share. We can't take these now, not without going to war with Zimbabwe. Which, to be fair, I'm considering... simply because we want access to colonising the lands. Argentine separatists. Okay, that's a concern, but it's probably not something we can do anything about ourselves. So hopefully they will deal with it. So yeah, effectively the war in Brazil is stalled until their war with Zimbabwe is over. Okay, brilliant. Right, so let's bring all these, or at least some of these together. Possibly don't want to join all three, because I'm going to have a hard time dividing them. So maybe I should get them to join the ships individually to start with. Our army's going to have to stay put, unfortunately. Okay, cool. Should make things a little easier, even if the war score is still bad. So I want to get these three over to Africa. Probably our best bet would be to go there indeed. Yes. See if we can just make it in one fell swoop for now. Might regret it. Okay, fine. Making that castle. Actually, that castle's theoretically becoming useful earlier than expected. Is it Wallace? Yeah, that could actually be quite handy. I think the war score will change as soon as this castle falls, and I think the Bohemia is working on Wien, so hopefully we will see some rapid improvements soon. Okay, let's make a claim on York. Thinking about it, we could probably make claims on Argentina as well. Right, okay, then we'll go city in Swazi. This is still the main area for us, but we're stuck waiting until the castle falls. And unfortunately that castle has fallen first, which is highly annoying. Not a huge amount we can do there. Okay, we have some Dutch separatists now, which we can't easily reach. I think I might just go and deal with them once that castle's dealt with. I don't really want to pull this fleet back, if we can avoid it. So let's just ignore that for now. Okay, is this Sophie Germain? Oh, excellent. Unfortunately, she's still skill 2. So probably just still going to go for the prestige. Yes, of course. That's unexpected. Okay, one siege of burn, so let's go sort out the separatists. What are they offering? They will give us Swazi, that's terrible, no thanks. We can do a lot better than that. Is there a war over? No, no it is not. Okay, that's a bit unfortunate. Good time to work on humanist ideas, I suppose, although we'll hopefully have a load of land to capture, so we might need to watch that. But yeah, I didn't really invade Brazil just to get Swazi. Okay, truce over. Which means we should be able to do an embargo on Spain again now. And also fabrication of a claim. Might go there because Oporto is pretty valuable as a province, from what I remember. So it wouldn't hurt to have a next door if nothing else. Okay, I think that means we've put down the separatists, maybe. Yes, right, excellent. In that case, let us head to Zurich. And it looks like the war with Zimbabwe is finished. Zimbabwe has taken almost everything, so we now have claims on Zimbabwe, but we will need a much bigger army to attack them. Totally happy to do that. Austria's Holy Roman Empire again, but Austria is not what they once were. So, a lot less concerned than I once would have been about that. Okay, let's bring these colonial armies up, send another colony, because we can now defend them. Amazingly, this one hasn't had any attacks, despite the aggressiveness. Aggression, I should say. Let's move them in. Okay, so we have these two areas. So I guess we may as well take them. Better than nothing. And we should probably... Abolition of slavery, yep. Probably think about making a move on Brazil. Let's just slow this down. Okay, oh, discipline is good. Discipline's always the best thing you can have. Okay, our tolerance has gone up even heavier. Even more, I should say. Isn't really needed because we converted almost everybody now. But there you go. Oh, this is good. Quite a few people coming to help out now. I really hope they know what they're doing attacking that army. And they do. Brilliant. So I've got the big army down here. I'm not going to take the bait right now though, because it's taken ages for us to get to that point in the siege. However, now we have taken it, I will happily come down and attack them. So we'll finish them off, so it's malware that we need to deal with, isn't it? Primarily. Okay, lost another advisor. Inflation reduction it is, apparently. That's not a bad thing, I don't think. So we're not expecting anything from Malwa, so I might go straight in for the capital city and hope that will persuade them to want to give in. Okay, who's this? French La Plata. Let's check. French La Plata is 14, so we have never taxed them. Tax on coffee it is. There we go. So I think we've taxed all of them except for French Alaska now. Oh no, Terrostal. Which makes sense. Siege of Breisgau. Can we get any land from Austria? We can. Let us make peace with them. Because we definitely want to do that. And is there anywhere we can go that can take our enormous army? Reims can. Brilliant. Luxembourg and Zundgau. Yeah, sorry Bohemia, but you know, I think you can finish the rest on your own. You're fine. It's fine. We were originally building a spy network against Austria. Do you have any claims on Milan? We have all the claims on Milan. Right, I'm not going to worry about it for now. Just focus on finishing the Indian War. Hopefully this will be Golconda. It is. And yes, I just wanted that one piece of land from them. So to make a little bit of progress. It's a lot, but we can afford it, so I will compensate them. And we should also be getting some claims on Vijayanagar, should we not? The Emperor can get lost if they choose to attack us. Well, they're going to regret it. Okay, brilliant. So we've actually got some decent help here. And I think there's only really Malwa we still need to contend with. And now everyone else is pretty much conquered. So they will cede a province to us. That is fine. That's all I wanted. Wasn't anything major. I just wanted a couple of provinces. Brilliant. Okay, hopefully our colony knows what they are doing, and I am going to start our Indian Navy. Doesn't have to be much. I don't really need it to transport troops, so it's probably it's an inland sea, is it? No. So I'm likely just going to make 3-deckers. I think of a final type of ship anyway. Yeah, they're just going back. Okay, brilliant. So I might actually, once we've just redirected these colonial armies, 12 strong there, and made some claims here. This particular settlement, yeah, definitely not our problem. Can we manage a claim on, hang on, wrong place. Can we manage a claim here as well? Not yet, so let's just keep that going. We should be able to make a claim on Shrewsbury. So probably stop there for the island of Great Britain itself, but we can still make claims on their colonies, which do still exist. So definitely worth, maybe if we can, making some inroads up here, if nothing else. But yeah, I suppose we'll see. Brilliant. So we do need, if we can, in fact we should actually start that going, we need to get our African, this is exactly the point, our Pacific Navy back to the Pacific. So it looks like they managed that trip, so we'll just move them along as fast as they can go. We also definitely need to increase their actual naval strength, so we'll do a bunch of 3-deckers in Siberia as well. Okay, so finished in Siberia. I don't know if there's anything else we can do down here. So next time I mean it's going to be minor, but we want to try and get this province, possibly the whole nation, because that will give us access to these 3. And at the same time we might want to start working on Zimbabwe. In fact, let's start a spy network. It seems like they would be our easiest access point. It'd be fantastic if we could get a claim here, but I'm not sure we can. We're probably not close enough. So we're going to have a bit of a job. Have to work up the coast, I suppose, or possibly inland. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's probably going to be more wars that we can manage. But, you know, if we're at least progressing towards it, it's something. Oh, there's still a bit of Brazil there. Oh, good luck to them. Still a couple of bits here. However, fighting Britain might even make more sense. But we'll leave it there for now anyway. That went reasonably well. We've been a good ally, well, a good ally to the Ottomans and a decent ally to Bohemia. Obviously we've pulled out of the war early, but I think they're still doing well, so I'd like to think we've given them enough help for them to be happy enough. And we managed to expend ourselves a bit, which was nice. So yeah, next time I might be looking at that West African province. Probably have a look at Milan, which we seem to have enough claims on to take anyway. Possibly think about Great Britain, see which allies they've got. So yeah, there's so many options, and it is 1780, so we have 41 years left. So yeah, there's going to be a limit to what we can accomplish in that time, but we're doing well. We're amassing a decent score up here. Haven't really looked at it much, but that's the score you actually get on the scoreboards and such like if you're playing in Iron Man mode, which on this occasion we're not, because I'm recording, and if something goes wrong with a recording, I don't want to lose the entire series. But that's it. Shall leave it there. Thank you for watching.